Subscribe or bear the hatred of the Uchiha. Wake up to reality.
Well, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Sho back with another video, and today history is about to be made. I'm not gonna lie, I am excited. I am kind of a little bit late on this, but obviously the Tenkaichi 4 release date, I'm still gonna call it Tenkaichi 4. I mean, I like Sparking Zero, that's a cool name, but just for nostalgia's sake, this is a continuation of the Tenkaichi franchise. So just for my sanity, I'm gonna end up calling it Tenkaichi 4. Honestly, every trailer I've seen all the trailers. I've seen the fusions and the pretty much everything. I've seen every single trailer for this game. When they first announced it and they had Goku powering up and stuff in the TV screen, I was hyped. I think that this game is going to be legendary in a sense. I've always wondered would games like that hit the same. You know, a lot of people will say remaster this, remaster that, and unless you use emulators and stuff, there's just not really a way to play those older games like that. They don't really carry over. Even on systems that have backwards compatibility like Xbox, you really can't just go back and play any old anime games. They just don't have them like that. That's cool, because now we got something new. Dragon Ball Z games have always been the best out of every single anime game, and that's just hands down. I think at one point everybody got kind of bored of playing the same story over and over again, but this one is different. There's supposed to be a lot of different features in this one. Apparently you can make your own what-if stories and upload them as you will, and people can just kind of go through and play them as they want. This is crazy. I'm honestly curious to see what they're going to do with this series. I love the graphics. I love the way it looks. I think my group of friends personally they're all excited for this game. Whether they're big anime fans or not, you can't really deny the cultural impact that this game has. You know, rest in peace Akira Toriyama. But he's created something that has spanned through generations of people at this point. I think a lot of people know about Dragon Ball Z, at least some knowledge to some degree. And this game will be probably one of the most successful anime games of all time. I've played pretty much every single one. I've played Kakarot. I've played pretty much every Dragon Ball Z game they've ever made, at least they came over here. I'm talking about like Super Dragon Ball, like Budokai 1, 2, and 3. Tenkaichi 1, 2, and 3. Infinite World. Xenoverse 1 and 2, Fighters, loved me some Fighters, by the way. It's generally what I consider this game to be. I consider it to be a 3D version of Fighters, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously it's Tenkaichi, so you need to look at that with as you will, because that game was legendary. To this day, that is the only game I've actually went back and replayed. In terms of went and replayed and beat the whole thing, I ended up getting it again with the PS2 and decided to just literally sit down all day and just kind of played it. And just end up beating the game, and I loved it, man. I miss being able to kind of get that local play. I heard that they're thinking about adding local play, or they've already added it. I'm with that, man. I'm excited. I just honestly want to make good content on that game, if I'm being honest. Like, they dropped Naruto Storm Connections or whatever. People were hyped about it. People were kind of excited about it. It came out, it fell flat. Because in reality, it was just a reskin with a couple more characters and a generic story. So I'm not really saying I was really hyped about it, but it was cool to kind of see these games continuing, these games coming back, because there was not supposed to be another Storm. It's the same way with Tenkaichi. Like, nobody ever expected them to kind of pick up the series and go from where they left off. In old games, they kind of stopped at the Majin Buu saga, or they stopped at like GT, which is technically beyond that. Now we get to actually play in the future, which is like Super, the stuff that technically happened before GT is the whole thing. But now we get to see all of those, and we don't know whether we'll get DLC for like stuff like Moro. Obviously, the Tournament Powers and stuff are going to be in there. We got Ultra Instinct Goku, so that's a thing. Jiren and all of these cool characters we get to play in this Tenkaichi franchise now. Weird thing is, I think when I play it, I'm still going to end up playing like some of the older characters from Z, just because the game itself looks amazing. It looks so cinematic. This is kind of the stuff that I wanted to see when I think about getting a PS5. I feel like whenever you get a new console, it takes years for the generation to really catch up, to really push the limit on what you can do with a system. And I feel like this looks really amazing. Like the way the shading and the explosions look crazy, by the way. They look just actually crazy. Like just fighting. It looks like a super high skilled Xenoverse, but back in old Tenkaichi fashion. Hopefully it allow you to get all the stuff, the customization for the characters and stuff. And it comes out October. If I'm not mistaken, this is the same day that comes out with the Metaphor or Fantasio comes out. And that's going to be a crazy October. It's already been a crazy June. Everything's coming out right now. We've had both these different showcases. They've been going crazy. Everybody's been showing new games. Like I said, GTA comes out next year. It's gonna be it's like the gaming world is looking nice right now. I'm not gonna lie. I said both games look amazing. I don't really know which one I want to choose just yet. You know, obviously I'm going to play Dragon Ball Z. That's going to not be an option for me, at least. I think at this point, any of the people I know will put down whatever game is out at the time and play this. You know, expect a lot of videos from me, a lot of videos about Sparking Zero, as they call it. All in all, I'm really excited for this game, as you can tell. I think it's gonna be great. I'm glad it finally got a release date, because a lot of people are telling me it's not gonna release this year. I was saying no, it's definitely releasing this year. It's coming out this year. Everything you've seen pretty much has been alluding to the fact that it's coming out this year. So like I said, I'm super excited. I want to see where this goes. I want to play this game a lot. I want to play this game right now, actually, but obviously we have a lot of time in between. But it is coming up soon, so everybody get your pre-orders ready. I will be hosting tournaments for prizes. I will be doing all this kind of stuff. Tengaishi's back. I'm excited. I just want to ask you guys how you feel about Sparking Zero being so close. You know, it's in October. I think it's like 100 some days until that actually releases. Do you guys think it's gonna be good? I made videos about it being maybe the spirit of it not being there because of stuff like microtransactions and stuff like the stuff they want people to pay for. But either way, I'm gonna enjoy it. So thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe. I'll see you guys next video.